Perspective on the federal assistance now available. Mark Nouveau joins us live. So Mark is a former FEMA executive. Mark, thanks for joining us. Talk a little bit about what goes into assessing all of this.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful to see the president come out. What he's doing is he's with his staff, the FEMA administrator, and they're taking a look at areas that have not been declared yet. There are 7 counties in California have been declared for people assistance. They call it individual assistance. And there are 32 counties within the state that have what's called public assistance. And that allows agencies to recoup money, debris cleanup. With regards to the people, there are different aspects to help them get through this disaster too. We can talk about if you would like.
Well, let's just go straight there then. What do you recommend for people as they're, surveying the damage on their own property?
Yeah, what's going to happen is in those 7 counties, and while the president's here, he's going to add more counties as we go through this. You saw the congresswoman from San Mateo and Santa Clara is, kind of encouraging the president to declare an individual assistance in those areas. But in this particular case, what people need to do is register. You can do it online, on your phone, on the computer. There are people from FEMA and the state walking neighborhoods, registering people. Once you get registered, that opens the door for all types of assistance for anybody. Now, this is a flood. Very few people have flood insurance, so they're going to need some of the assistance that comes from FEMA and voluntary organizations to recover.
And Mark, once people go through all of those steps that you mentioned, how do they decide who actually gets money? Who gets helped? How do they decide that?
Well, it's a number of factors. If you're uninsured and you don't have coverage for that, if you don't have means to be able to take care of it yourself. And a lot of this, believe it or not, recovery comes from Small Business Administration loans. They're low-cost, low-interest loans for your home or your business. $2 million for your business, $200,000 for your home. So that will help people recover along with rental assistance if they need another place to stay. So the key thing is register. They'll ask you a few questions and you start that process. It's electronic. It's pretty fast for individuals, a little longer for the public assistance program for government agencies.
So that's the registration part of it. But Mark, you see this time and again with every disaster that you guys are involved with. It's dire for someone whose business is down or their home may not be livable or safe. So how long is the process overall before people can actually, start getting this stuff repaired?
Well, they're going to start, many people start on their own, take pictures of the damage, start that process, cleaning up that mud, get that stuff out as quick as you can so you don't mold to set in. That's number one. In terms of transitioning, it can be pretty quick in terms of the money. Now, it's going to take years, honestly, and you heard the president talk about this, and hundreds of millions of dollars to get back to normal. However, the good part about this is many communities, and I've seen this, they had a tough time in the beginning, but as they go through this very traumatic event, at the back end, their community is stronger, better infrastructure, and from a standpoint of community, they're stronger. So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
That is certainly the goal, and we appreciate that optimistic way to end this interview. Mark, thank you so much for your expertise.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.